back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Wants to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, it's picked off.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Open space at the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll move it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Luck. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. A 3rd down try for the offense. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Green. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. to go up top. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. San Diego State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Armstrong. Right midfield. He's got room. Wide open on the right. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know the plays are over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Snares it outside. It's Marshall.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This late in the half, here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Got him downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Ezukama. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the
touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. And now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got a man. It's Lamb. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Keeps looking downfield. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Hill. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him...
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lamb. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Finds a little space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Motion from the back. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a...
Trying to rumble in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's on target and complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Finds a spot in the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Fighting Texas Aggie.
Got it. Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap with the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy completion. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The sure hands, it's Ezukama. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking them and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.